Squeeze those cheeks and get ready for Under 10 Fitness.
Y'all ready for this?
Today we are going to talk about the priorities of a fit lifestyle. We're going to rank them in order and how you should go through the list to decide, should I do cardio today? Should I do strength training? Should I work on my diet? What should I do? Well, here, I'm going to help you out a little bit and set these priorities, in my opinion. Again, my name is Drew Smith. I was a personal trainer in a box-style gym for a number of years before I branched out on my own and started Under 10 Fitness. I've also studied the NSCA, the NASM, two of the top certification programs here in the United States, and I also have a certification in Z Health, which is a brain-based training program that's up and coming that I really do enjoy. Also, at the end of the show, I'm going to talk about my new product that I'm about to launch. It's the Swagga D Diet. We'll go over that more in the future as we're coming up. Right now, I am set for a soft launch in April. And by that, I mean I'm only going to release it to you, the podcast listener. I'm also going to do a pre-registration for that where you're going to get a 50% discount. It's half off. So right now, the website's $9.99. But for you, for listening and this soft launch, I'm going to offer you a 50% discount. So it's going to be less than $5, of course, at under10fitness.com. You can cancel it anytime. There is no pressure, no commitment, no obligation, and you can cancel anytime. Worst case scenario, you get some ideas, some motivation, and heck, you might fool around and lose a little bit of weight. Now let's jump into today's podcast, and that is the priorities of a fit lifestyle. These are kind of how I categorize things and decide what I need to do next. With a busy life, a wife, a kid, a job, I'm going back to school. I'm deciding what I need to get done as far as what I need to get my fitness in for the day. Number one on the list is going to be diet. The old saying goes, abs are made in the kitchen. If there's only one thing that you can do for the day, you need to focus on your diet. Next on the list is mobility. You have to be able to move well. If you can't move good, if you're moving with pain, if you've got tightness, if you're sore, not being able to move means that you can't focus on getting stronger or working on your cardio. You're going to have to tap out early because you're going to be in pain. So the number two thing on the list should always be mobility. Make sure that you're moving good and moving without pain. By moving good, I mean you can do all the movements that you want to do in the gym. Can you curl your arms? Can you do a push-up? Can you do a squat? Can you do a lunge? Can you twist your head back and forth without pain? Are you experiencing pain and tightness aside from muscle soreness? I'm not talking about muscle soreness here. I'm talking about joint pain and stiffness. If that's the case, get in some mobility work first, and that also includes chiropractic care and massage. If that's going to help you move better, that needs to be a priority. Number three on the list is strength. Once you're eating good and moving good, then I jump into my strength workouts. This is lifting weights. To keep it simple, when you're thinking about strength training, there's just a few different things that you need to keep in mind what you need to do at the gym. You need to push some weight around, you need to pull some weight around, and then you need to do some big compound movements with a load, such as a lunge, a squat, a step up, a side lunge. Now let's go back to the first two movements, right? So pushing something, that means bench press, push-ups, tricep press. And then pulling, that means rows, pulling some weight towards your body. So pushing is pushing things away from you. Pulling is pulling things towards you, right? So pushing, when you push, you're working on the front part of your body, right? You're working on the shoulders, the pecs, the triceps. And when you're pulling, you're working on the posterior part of the body, the lats, the rhomboids, the biceps, right? When you do bicep curls, you're pulling a weight. When you do a row, you're pulling a weight. So you're working on the back part of the muscles, right? So when you push and pull in combination, really you're going to work on the whole upper part of the body. Then you need to hit the lower part of the body. I really like keeping it simple. Do some lunges, do some squats. Two really easy variations of these are grabbing a couple dumbbells. Doesn't have to be a lot of weight. Just any added weight is that strength exercise. And just lunge, right? Hold a couple dumbbells and lunge, alternating lunges. hold those same dumbbells, hold them up to your chest, do some squats with them, and then you can jump on any machine where you can do a leg extension or a leg curl. You can do leg presses are great for this. Squats, of course, a back squat, and then deadlifts are great whole body compound movements that are going to engage everything. As far as the core, I don't do a lot of core strength training exercises. If you really enjoy them, feel free to do them. Flutter kicks, sit-ups, leg lifts. The core really gets engaged when you do lunges, when you do squats. So don't prioritize doing ab core exercises unless, of course, you're working on something specific for a specific goal. But if your goal is general health and fitness, crunches don't really need to be a priority. And then number 4 on the list is cardio. Doctors recommend that you get 150 minutes a week of cardio, and they define that as raising your heartbeat 20 beats per minute over your resting heart rates. It's really easy to do, going on a brisk walk, walking uphill, walking on a treadmill. And then if you want to get this in a little bit faster, doctors recommend about 75 minutes per week of high-intensity cardio. This is burst training, where you do sprints, okay? You'll sprint for as fast as you can just for 15 seconds, then you can rest for 45 seconds, then sprint as fast as you can for 15 seconds, then rest for 45 seconds. And for that, you only need to do about 8 rounds of that, so 10 minutes a day. That's going to get you pretty close to your 75 minutes for the week. Now, it's really important to understand that these are the things that you do physically. But the catalyst to all of this, the healthy lifestyle, a fit lifestyle, is understanding and valuing that type of lifestyle. Do you believe in it? Do you see yourself as a healthy, fit person? This is a mindset. It's not a physical reflection of what you see in the mirror. It's what you see inside yourself when you think about it. Are you committed to this type of lifestyle? Do you actively skip eating something unhealthy because you know it's going to do damage to you? Do you actively skip sitting down, watching that extra TV show, staying at home, going to a movie? Do you see yourself getting out, going on a hike, going on a walk, doing a sport, playing racquetball, playing tennis, playing basketball, pickup basketball, throwing the football around? Do you value that stuff over sitting around and indulging in something on the television or just sitting around the house? That is the overarching thing that is going to get you into that lifestyle. You have to believe in it and commit to it. That means not keeping that junk food in the pantry. Doesn't mean you can't eat it. It just means that you know that when you eat ice cream, it's a treat for yourself. It's not what we have after dinner. It's not just what we do in this house. It's something that we appreciate, we enjoy, we indulge in it. You don't have to skip it all. But when you do have it, you realize, I'm doing this to recharge myself so that I can stay committed to my healthy lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. You need to lay on the couch. You need to binge watch the newest Ozarks coming out on Netflix here pretty soon. You need to do that stuff. It's good for your health. It's good for your mental health. It's good for your stability so you don't go crazy. If all you did was run around all the time, you would burn out. That's about all I have to say today. What do you think about that? Are you committed to a healthy, fit lifestyle? I think you are. I think that's why you're listening to the podcast. That's why you listen to me. And I do appreciate that. So feel free to connect. If you want to send me an email, do that, drew@under10fitness.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at under10fitness. So that's under, TEN, fitness on all social media platforms. And you can send me a message on any one of those, and we can talk about your questions here on the podcast. Now, let's talk about the SWAGA-D diet. That's SWAGA-D diet. Basically, it's similar to other diets where you're eliminating a lot of things. It's the diet that I've been on for a number of years, especially when competing. I cut out a lot of things. That's sugar, wheat, alcohol, grains, ants, and dairy. That is correct. You are not allowed to eat ants on this diet. That includes fire ants, red ants, those big black ants, whatever kind of ant that you usually like to eat. Sorry, you are not allowed to have that on this diet. And that is going to be released coming up in April. And the cool thing is that I've already got this all done, right? I just got to put the final touches on it and make it easy to digest, make it easy to be seen and realized. So basically, it's going to be the diet. I'm going to have 30 different meals on there. You're going to know what you should have for breakfast, what you should have for lunch, what you're going to have for dinner. Also, a grocery list to make it super easy when you are putting this all together. That's kind of the hardest part. What should I do? When should I do it? How should I do it? The most successful clients that I've ever had were the ones that just said, hey, tell me what to do. I'll do it. So I'm going to provide you with all of that stuff. The diet, the 10-minute workouts. If you can stick to those two things, you will be able to get the results that you're looking for. And for you, the podcast listener, you're going to get a 50% discount for that. All you have to do is tell me that you are interested in the soft launch. So send me an email, drew@under10fitness.com, and tell me that you want to be included in the Swagga D diet, or just say, hey, I'm interested in what you talked about on the podcast. Please send me an email when your new program is available. Short, simple, sweet. Just hit the send button. I'll put you on the list, and then when it is released, I will send you the link to that, and of course, a 50% promo code that you can use. So a 50% discount. It's going to be less than $5 a month. Of course, there's no obligation. You can cancel anytime. Honestly, you could log in there, download all of the diet information, and then cancel. So, you know, I'd hate to see you do that, but hey, if you're strapped for cash, I get it. Go ahead and do that. It's up to you, however you want to utilize it. And then in addition to that, you're going to have the 10-minute workouts on the website. All you have to do, eat what's on the list, do the workouts, and the results will follow. Coming up on the podcast, we're going to talk about how you can stop wasting your time at the gym and what fitness hacks are. We hear this term, hey, I got a hack for your fitness. Let's figure that out. What are fitness hacks, and do they actually work? We're going to kind of dive into those and see what we can do maybe to get a few extra, inches on our goal, however you want to say that. Just get a step ahead of the competition. Maybe there's something out there that we can do that'll help us a little bit more. In my experience, there's some stuff out there that might help you a little bit, but the main thing is to be consistent. That'll do it. Thank you again for listening. You can find all of this information at the website, under10fitness.com. Again, my name is Drew Smith. As always, remember, stay motivated.
Thanks for listening to the Under 10 Fitness Podcast. Find workouts, mobility drills, and yoga online at under10fitness.com.